Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's time for a big dose of dismal Disney. Bob Chapek is going to be in charge of the Walt Disney Company for the next 3 years.
Yes.
Now, I actually recorded a video earlier today talking about how the board was going to decide his fate, and a lot of people seem to think he was not going to get renewed. But they also pointed out they did not have anybody else lined up.
Well, anybody that would have been there, he probably just would have fired anyway.
He just would have fired him anyway. Peter Rice, they think, would have been the most logical choice. Of course, he got gone. Chapek is in charge for the next 3 years. That means we're going to see probably more budget cuts. We're going to see more price hikes. You know the drill. 3 more years of Chapek. Diz Twitter is not real happy about it, but what are you going to do?
Well, it's funny to me because there were stories today that they're going to be bringing back hotel stuff for Disneyland, and a new thing that's going to be like some, I forget what they called it, but you could get dining options earlier than other people, so you know damn well that one's going to come with an upcharge. I mean,
yeah, was it like Premier Dining Pass or
something like that you can book before other people? I'm like, yeah, they don't give that for free.
So we're going to talk about that because immediately after it was announced that he was staying on, their stock dropped again. Yeah,
it was increasing on rumors that they might not renew his contract, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah, it was actually over $100 today, and articles came out saying that they thought, he might not get his contract renewed.
I mean, what? Because Lightyear bombed, and because the stock's been crashing, and because people don't like him, and there's a lot of reasons. But somehow, contract was renewed.
Some Disney magic. So we're going to talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, rants, guys. Over 271,000 subs. Thank you for the support. We do talk a lot about Disney, having worked in and around the company for a number of years.
Contrary to what Twitter thinks. Suck it, Twitter.
Contrary to what Twitter thinks, yes. So this is, we talk about anti-marketing and we talk about anti-help. This is kind of anti-business because under Chapek, he did get the company through the pandemic, but we've seen a decline in service. We've seen prices go up like crazy. We've seen a string of box office duds, kind of, or middling performance. And, I just know a lot of Disney fans do not like Bob Chapek. Now, whether or not all of these decisions are his, that's
I was going to say that too. I think a lot of the things that have come to pass, like Genie Plus and all that was announced under Iger. A lot of that stuff was not him; it was Iger. So there's that too, if we're being fair, and I believe we should be fair about it. But yeah.
And of course, we had, so a lot of people are like, okay, well, Bob Chapek's trying to purge the politics from Disney. I personally do not believe that's the case. Of course, Chapek got rid of Peter Rice, but replaced Peter Rice with somebody who is more political. And in fact, his replacement was the one who, proudly said she passed on sitcoms.
Yes, exactly.
Because they were too white. They weren't diverse enough. They could have taken the idea and been like, could we just add, some other kinds of people in here? Because the concept is solid. No. We got to.
To be fair, though, the way she talked about it was the mandates that were given to her, though, too. So I don't know, but there's a lot of stuff going on. Now there's a hold on moving Imagineering and all this other stuff. It's just, there's a lot of weirdness.
Yeah. So a lot of news outlets are actually calling out that the company is not in a very good place right now. They really aren't. They were flying high a year ago, but right now people are waiting for the other shoe to drop. And in the previous version I recorded, I did talk about how, they haven't gotten that subscriber loss yet from India that they're bound to get.
Right. That'll probably be not this quarter, but the next quarter. And this quarter's ending at the end of this month, right?
Yeah.
So that won't even probably impact them till the end of the year. That'll be the end of the fiscal, October. So end of September into October, which would be the beginning of the new year. So that's going to be interesting. But they already used their Hail Mary pass with rolling everything together for the subscription services.
Yeah. So we've got multiple headlines that are basically the same headline. This is coming from Yahoo News and Variety. Embattled Disney CEO Bob Chapek gets contract extension.
Why do I like the word embattled? Why do they keep calling him embattled?
New York Post. Embattled Disney CEO Bob Chapek gets contract extension. They're calling him embattled because of politics. Again, people think he's trying to purge the far left politics from the company. I don't think so. And here's the thing: I don't think Chapek has the balls to do that. I think Chapek is a money guy.
Well, he started out trying to keep it at center. Basically, we're not going to get political. And then when that got him in trouble, everybody pushed back. Then he comes right back. Oh, I changed my mind. We're going to go uber political, but we're going to go in the other direction.
Yes.
We're not staying in center makes the most sense, because then you can, you can appeal to everyone. Like, everybody's welcome. Everybody, you can have different opinions, you can vote different ways, but all your money's welcome here.
Yeah, that's the message that needs to be sent to the shareholders: is everybody's money spends the same. There is no red and blue. All the money is green, and we want it all. We want all the money. So yes, you can do things to appeal to certain groups of people. But I don't think it should come at the expense necessarily of people with different ideologies or religions or whatever the deal is. Just be like, if you don't like the Pride waffles, don't eat the Pride waffles.
I mean, that's what I would tell people now. I mean, that's like, I think it's absolute shit that companies keep doubling down and putting rainbow and everything this month, and it's basically for profit, and it's annoying as hell. I think that's crap. Don't eat them.
I saw a BB-8 action figure.
Yes.
BB Proud.
Yes, I know.
It's like, that's kind of insult. Like, really?
Yes.
BB Proud?
Yes, it is. It is. They just rainbow the hell out of everything they can, and everything, and it's for profit.
Profit. Yeah. So anyway, this is going to hurt their profit. So yeah, Chapek, he wanted to stay out of it, and they threw the PR guy under the bus and replaced the PR guy again. Disney, not wanting to get political, replaced the PR guy with a PR woman from the Biden administration.
Who did the vaccine mandate stuff.
Right. So that makes sense. So this is coming from the New York Post. Disney boss Bob Chapek will remain in charge of the beleaguered Mouse House after the board unanimously voted to give him a 3-year contract extension on Tuesday.
Wait till the next investors call.
It's like, under Chapek, there's been all this drama, political drama, and the stock is cratered. But yeah, please do that. Chapek has succeeded Robert Iger, February 2020. That was a shock. Just months before the pandemic forced the company to shutter the theme parks. He was quickly embroiled in controversy over Disney's botched response to Florida's quote-unquote...
Botched response, okay.
Quote-unquote, don't say gay bill, and the surprising ouster of Disney
They said they don't say gay bill in the thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
unquote.
You mean the parental rights and education?
Yes,
yeah,
the quote-unquote.
Yeah,
quote-unquote. And the surprising ouster of Disney TV content chief Peter Rice. That was Highlander, and they actually brought that up in the other article from the Financial Times that I was going to post earlier, but now it's pointless because he's getting his contract renewed. So apparently they're in Florida, all the Disney board members and the bigwigs, because of the Wish.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because they're christening the Wish.
Yeah.
Tonight, right?
It
came into port a few days ago.
Tonight or tomorrow,
they're doing the christening of it. Yes.
Yeah. So Disney was dealt a tough hand by the pandemic, yet with Bob at the helm, our businesses, from parks to streaming, not only weathered the storm, but emerged in a position of strength. Chairwoman Susan Arnold said.
Weathered the storm, position of strength. Here's the thing: they're banking on Disney Plus. The problem is, and I'm sure it did fantastic in 2020 and 2021 because people not leaving their house. But now there's too many streaming services, which we said was going to happen, and now it is like Highlander of the streaming services too.
Yeah.
And Disney, they're in a not terrible position. They've gone so hard in the paint on trying to get subscribers that they're probably going to start losing subscribers, just like Netflix did. Netflix was the biggest thing out there, and look what happened to it.
Apparently, it's very hard to get fired from executive positions.
No, that's not true. You could just be Peter Rice and
you could
get canned for whatever reason. But
like Kathleen Kennedy, I mean, she's absolutely dropped the ball with Star Wars again
repeatedly
and again, and yet there she is. She's not going anywhere. In this important time of growth and transformation, the board is committed to keeping Disney on the successful path it's on today.
Yeah, that stock's showing that.
Stock dropped immediately.
Clearly successful.
Like I said, it was over $100 today. It was rebounding a little bit.
A year ago, what was the stock compared to now?
I don't know exactly, but I know the other article said it was down like 48% from last year.
That's completely keeping it solid.
Fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. Good job.
Bob's leadership is the key to achieving that goal. Bob is the right leader at the right time for the Walt Disney Company, and the board has full confidence in him and his leadership team.
Well, that makes what? How many people are on the board? That makes that handful of people.
Yeah, I know. The board vote of confidence in Chapek comes weeks after he fired Rice and installed Dana Walden again, who is, I believe, more political than Peter Rice. Insiders perceive the dismissal as a power move, given that Rice was seen as a potential threat to Chapek's job. So he might have gotten his contract renewed by default, because that was the one thing the other article talked about in the Financial Times was it's up in the air, but they're like, really, who could take his place at this point? They don't really have anybody else lined up to take his place.
Yeah, and he wasn't allowed to fire him without getting the board's, the board backed him or whatever on firing the other guy. So the other guy might have been trying to stage a coup. Who knows? But it's just like, God, there's more drama in Disney than there is on the soap operas.
I know, right? So this is what Chapek said. Leading this, you have to do it in like the Chapek voice. Leading this great company is the honor of a lifetime. Blah. And I am grateful to the board for their support.
Oh, board, not Borg.
The board, yeah. I started at Disney almost 30 years ago and today have the privilege of leading one of the world's greatest, most dynamic companies, bringing joy to millions around the world. I am thrilled to work alongside the incredible storytellers, employees, and cast members who make magic every day, and who a lot of them don't particularly like Bob Chapek for a variety of reasons, not all political. Some of them, the policies.
Most guests have done. They don't. It's more about the fact that he's nickel and diming people.
Yes.
And they don't like a lot of the changes that are being made. And it definitely is to help Disney pad their pockets and make their numbers higher.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of just little things that have happened lately at Disney that it's getting hard to ignore. Just how everything is an upcharge, everything is regimented. Their app is a disaster. Genie's a disaster. Lightning Lane is a disaster.
Genie works when it works, but for a lot of people don't know how to use it. And I think too that some parks works better than others. Like Genie Plus would work like really good at some parks, and like you go like, I mean, Hollywood. You can get a couple things on it, but they're going to push the Lightning Lane, and you to pay the paid Lightning Lane, but it doesn't seem to work as well in some parks as others, and it's just a mess.
Yeah, Dope only cost Disney a third of their market cap, but hey, carry on. Should give me the job. Disney needs major changes.
I know a lot of Parks fans, a lot of Disney fans in general have wanted him out for a while.
Yeah, I mean, they were having protests about him. And again, you can see it. You can see it in the little things. Again, how much the cast members seem to care about their jobs.
Yeah, you get some cast members that are the most amazing people ever. And then you get some people that are like, it's like you're the first writers of the day and they're assholes already. And you're like, what is wrong with you?
So go to Six Flags, right? Be Six Flags employee or something.
And like, then they're so mean, and people around you are like, why are they being so mean? And then you're like, I mean, it's a good thing that, from my experience, they're like fewer than the ones who really, really want to be there, but still.
Just people are getting tired of being nickel and dimed. But, I don't know where the company goes. I mean, it could be that his first couple of years, he was basically just carrying out, orders.
Things are already set up. Things are already set up.
A lot of the nickel and diming did happen on Iger's watch, and yet Chapek was in charge of the parks, but Iger's the one who's like, go juice those stones.
Well, here's the thing. Now that's all through, and those are just marching orders. Now it's up to, he's going to start with this inclusion key, and he's pushing the metaverse and all this other stuff. So it's going to get interesting to see in another year where Disney's going to be, if it's going to be effective or not.
Well, hopefully in another year their stock is in better shape than it is now. So
it's bad.
We're going to wrap this up.
Yes.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.